Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be talking about To Joy. This is the fifth film that's available on the Ingmar Bergman collection from his early cinema days. This is a movie that focuses on a man who plays, I believe he's playing cello in a symphony orchestra, and he gets the news that his wife has tragically passed. The film basically is an entire flashback into the life of how he met her, the life that they developed, the relationship that they developed, and the life that they shared together, essentially leading up to the present moment that we're in the beginning. This is one of those films that Bergman made as a personal, I would say like an exposing movie. A lot of his films are reflections of himself and struggling with his own art. And the individual who's in this film is struggling with their own ego, believing that they are the best musician in his field, especially in his symphony. But this is one of the issues that I was having with coming on talking about this film, is just discussing the main character, because I do not like this individual. There is a line, really, when it comes to playing despicable characters, characters that wrong the people in their relationships, like their significant others. And I just feel like the actor who plays this protagonist is not doing it in a way that allows for the audience to come in and sympathize with him as the film progresses. I found myself really struggling to sympathize or care about him in this story. Not the story itself, because I actually find that the character, what he's going through, works for this story. I think the story is well plotted out and well thought out, but the problem is, because he is such an integral part of this story, because it's literally him trying to backtrack his entire relationship and expose himself for the narcissist that he was. While that is what the story is about, he does it in such a disgusting way. There's a scene in a bedroom that I remember being just horrified and just saying to myself, wow, you really did a number on your wife here. You really were like just taking advantage of her and just had no respect for her whatsoever in a couple moments in your life. So I'm just like, why should I want you to come out on top in this story? But honestly, the rest of the performances in the film I felt were quite good, especially Mabrit Nielsen, who plays his wife. I wouldn't say it's anything to be like to glorify or go over, but but it was good. That's kind of how I felt about the entire film, that it was honestly quite well executed and good. There's one moment that I actually really like involving sheet music. Other than that, this is a movie that I do want to revisit and see again, but it's not one I can say I'd look forward to. That's kind of one of the reasons why I struggled with saying, should I rewatch this before the review? Because I just didn't really want to live with that in that experience anymore. Just kind of unpleasant and in kind of the more mundane way. Like, it's not like anything like, oh, Requiem for a Dream level of unpleasantness. It's just, that's kind of the issue too. It's not overly sensational to make you go, I gotta relive that experience, or I gotta be like, man, what was that? What was that craziness that I was feeling? It's just honestly mundane marital unpleasantness. Like, your parents are yelling in the side room, and you're like, oh, I don't want to watch this, but I guess it makes sense. So thank you guys so much for watching my review of To Joy, and for staying with me for all of Bergman's early cinema. And as always, take care.